Take 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TGW RAW. I am EvilPenguinGaming.
And I am OddSmith311.
We are in week 2 of July, and apparently, after losing in the main event last week in his championship tournament match, Universal Championship tournament match, Kurt Angle has got something on his mind.
Oh boy.
He wants me.
Not only does he have something on his mind, but he knows exactly who he wants to say it to.
Well, I shall return.
Have fun with that. And I gotta say, I'm honestly interested here as to what Kurt Angle has to say. As we saw last week, if you were with us, he lost his match fair and square. There was no chicanery. There was no... Kurt Angle usually not one to pass the book on, so let's see what this is all about. Oh, okay. That old chestnut. And the fans here apparently agree with that sentiment. Interesting addition to what's shaping up to be an already fantastic match. So Kurt Angle manages to get himself into to the match next week. But I think that's a pretty fair deal he was made there for himself, considering he lost fair and square to Nakamura. I can imagine the GM's probably not too happy about that right now.
No, the GM is not very happy about that right now.
Ah.
What am I going to do with that guy? The guy lost. You saw it.
I saw it.
Nakamura put him down. 1, 2, 3. The guy... I should move to the front of the line. I'm an American hero. Anyway.
Yeah, it's not so easy to criticize when it's on the shoes on the other foot, huh? These guys are a headache sometimes. Much like with my problem with the Ascension and the Usos.
Yeah.
The ego on these guys sometimes.
Astronomical. Anyway.
To question two of the best of all time. I mean, how dare they?
Speaking of that United States #1 contendership match next week, we have the current United States champion in a Universal Championship tournament match.
Now I'd be eager to see who he's going against here, because...
Well, if you remember the bracket, his opponent is absolutely glorious.
Oh, yes.
I can listen to this song all day long.
It's probably a good thing, huh?
I have this set as one of my alarm tones.
That's a good idea.
To wake up. I mean, how does that not make you feel good in the morning?
You know, dude, that's a really good idea. I never thought about that before. Either like this, or like the Macho Man music, or
right,
or Ric Flair's. Was it 2001?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Songs that make you feel good and to wake up.
It's such an epic way to wake up.
And you know what else would be great? Chariots of Fire.
Oh, Daniel Bryan's
No. Daniel Bryan's is Flight of the Valkyries.
Ah, which one is Chariots of Fire?
Chariots of Fire was a movie. I'll get you the link.
Okay.
You'll remember it as soon as you hear it.
I feel like we've had this conversation in the past.
We have had this conversation in the past. In fact, if you look, if you scroll up, I'll bet you the link is there.
Let's see.
There's Rockstar. Oh, I cannot whistle. Yep, it's there.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, I know we've talked about it. I remember having this exact conversation, because I think I said the exact same thing before. I was mistaken, Fly the Valkyries.
Probably. Oh, this should turn out to be quite an interesting match. Who you got in this one?
Well, you know, I've been wrong most of the time lately. So I'll go ahead and venture a guess anyway. Based on his past performance and his beautiful performance in Money in the Bank, I gotta go with Jericho. And that's not to take anything away from Bobby Roode, who's becoming quickly one of my favorite newer wrestlers.
Even though Christian thought Jericho was a cheater.
Well, he would.
Yeah, he would.
I mean, if it wasn't that, it would have been something else, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. But as I said last week, the Lion Tamer is perfectly legal.
Well, besides, he has the Lion Tamer, he has the Walls of Jericho, he has the Code Breaker, he has the Lion Salt, and he has all the cunning and ruthlessness and ring savvy to go along with it. And that's, especially that Code Breaker, much like the RKO. I mean, it can just, bam, it can end a match so suddenly, yes. And he can nail that, Walls of Jericho, he can set it up from anywhere. Reminds me a lot of how Bret Hart used to be able to do the sharpshooter.
Oh, that 91 Mr. Perfect SummerSlam match.
Yep.
He set up the sharpshooter on the mat. Both of them laying down.
That was such a good match.
God, I love that match.
That was like a... I had liked wrestling up to that point. I was really into it. But I think that match... Not only did it make me a big Bret Hart fan... Ooh, nice powerbomb.
Brutal powerbomb, yeah.
Not only did it make me a Bret Hart fan, but it really made me appreciate that aspect of watching it. Like, because WWE, prior to what a lot of people say, they did have a lot of guys who could mat wrestle. I mean, yeah, they were about being over the top and having and entertaining, but they had guys like Bret Hart, Ricky Steamboat, Randy Savage, who could really work. And I started to really appreciate that aspect of it.
And the Red Rooster.
He was good.
Terry Taylor was good.
Hell yeah, man. I mean,
I can't take anything away from Terry Taylor.
There's that age-old, argument whether the Red Rooster thing was I don't know. I tend to lean with Bruce Pritchard on that one. I think he's full of shit sometimes, but when you look at some of the other gimmicks that people had, we talked about that before. The Undertaker.
It should never have worked.
No. I mean, hell, even like Barry Darsow, he took like the Repo Man and Repo Man. Was it a horrible character? Yes, but he ran with it. He made it fun. I mean,
what? Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
Never should have worked. Oh,
the cockiness.
Razor Ramon never should have worked. That was Scarface. That's all that was.
Hey, Chico.
I mean, yes, Scarface was a huge movie that I've never seen.
I haven't either. Not all the way through.
You know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to do a watch-along one day. Oh, we got the Walls coming up.
I don't know if he'll be able to get it this early, but let's see how Bobby
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's way too early. I think Rude's got way too much left. And apparently Jericho realized that because he let him go. Rude didn't escape that. Jericho just let him go with that sit-out slam that I love.
Yeah, Jericho, I mean, I think it's very appropriate that he's become one of the most talked about wrestlers. I mean, the guy's, 45, 46 years old?
Something right like now? That. We got a Code Breaker. It's going to be it? I think so. One, two, three.
Misa Jericho.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will not be having, at this point in time, a glorious Universal Champion. Your winner, advancing in the tournament, the frontman of Fozzy, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Y2J, Chris Jericho.
Still rocking it out, man. United States champion, and moves up in the tournament for a chance at the Universal title. I mean, props.
Do you listen to Fozzy?
I thought I had listened to him, but the more I thought about it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to him before.
Oh, dude. Oh, brother.
Is that a good or bad?
Oh, they're great. I love them.
Oh, okay. What kind of music do they play?
More toward metal. So, Jericho's next opponent will be either AJ Styles or Edge. Which, ladies and gentlemen, that match will actually be confirmed by the end of the night because AJ Styles and Edge is your main event tonight.
Oh, cool, man. That's going to be a great match. Anytime you get two caliber performers like that together.
Indeed. As we have the Raw Women's Champion making her way to the ring. Now, the funny thing is, whoever Jericho faces in the next round of the tournament will be a WrestleMania rematch.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Jericho has faced both of them at WrestleMania. Years apart, but he faced them both at WrestleMania.
I think the match he came back for with Jericho, he came back early, right? From an injury, you said before?
Yes.
Edge? I think when he was talking, that must have been the one he was talking about on the podcast. When he was saying, or I'm sorry, not on his podcast, when Bruce Pritchard was talking about him. About how fast he came back and how detrimental that ended up being to his health later on.
More than likely. Yeah, because he had to retire right after. Not right after that. He had a couple of years left. Because I think that must have happened in 2010.
Somewhere around there.
I don't remember what year the 40-man Rumble was, because the 40-man Rumble was the year that he retired. Because that was the one that Del Rio won to get him the shot at Edge at WrestleMania. And then they curtain jerked WrestleMania. And that was Edge's last match.
Dude, I'll never forget that. Him coming out there. And with it being the pro wrestling world, you know, you're just sitting there constantly going, man, is this real? You know, like, he's better not be an angle. You know, like, this is a pretty shitty thing to joke about. And
do you remember the Mark Henry retirement angle?
No. No, it's up, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, it was fantastic. He came out, gave this big speech on Raw about retiring, and Cena came out to give him his props and everything. Boom! World's Strongest Slam. That's what I do!
Sensual chocolate.
God, it was fantastic.
Speaking of sex and chocolate.
Well, not quite chocolate. I don't want to know what you're going to do with her with chocolate. Let's just leave it at that.
What won't I do?
Or rather, what you would like to do.
God, she is fine. They actually, I don't know if I told you this, or if you've seen it on the camera, on a video call before, but everybody, they actually bought me a Alexa Bliss figure for my birthday this year. It's like, hell yeah. Add to the collection.
Bliss it has been requested by Lita for Battleground. So as I said last week, I can't just give that match away. I would much rather like to see what happens here before I do that.
Good old Ivory. Wasn't she the one that was in Right to Censor?
Yes.
I think it was the what show was I watching? They were talking about going back and listen. It's one of the either Something to Wrestle With or What Happened When. They were talking about going back and listening to the Attitude Era and like the way they talk. Oh, it was a Wrestling with Regret. It was a 2001 Royal Rumble review. And he was just talking about, and you go back and watch how different things were, just about how they talked and how they did things and how raunchy it really got. It's funny.
It really did.
It's like, god damn.
Well, Little Miss Bliss coming out and apparently not taking too kindly to that challenge from Lita, because she's looking quite dominant already.
And that's impressive in its own right, because...
Speaking of impressed,
Wow.
man.
I'm impressed and turned on at the same time.
Calm down.
Sorry. Well, you know, in all honesty, though, I mean, as much as I love Alexa Bliss, even as a wrestler, after some of the last couple of performances we've seen from Lita, I mean, it's impressive to see anybody get any kind of significant offense on her whatsoever.
That is the truth.
I mean, she took Carmella, who earned, you know, no doubt earned her spot and was looking very impressive. And that match was just, wow. I mean, Lita just completely dominated her from one end of the ring to the other. Bliss, though.
Lita in the wrong corner.
Ebony and Ivory.
Where do you see Ebony? Jacqueline's not out there.
Too bad.
You have Jacqueline and Ember Moon.
I wish.
Who, by the way, had a fantastic match.
They did. I tell you, man, Ember Moon, you know, up and comer, and she's been eager to prove herself and willing to put herself out there. And she hasn't. Every match hasn't been a victory, but lately most of them have been, and pretty decisive victories at that. Ooh, nice reversal.
I'm pretty impressed. Oh, speaking of being impressed, Lita just eliminated Ivory from the Royal Rumble. Wait a second. Ivory wasn't in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, man. Slapping the crap out of Bayley.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh, chin lock. It had to happen sooner or later.
We're 20 minutes in. I'd start keeping track of that, see what the average time is. We see our first chin lock.
Well, we're getting 2 right in a row, so...
The chin lock clock.
Is that like the Bedrock Rock?
Yes. If that helps you remember it, yes.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Not at all. Oh, Lita. Beautiful clothesline.
Jetsons meet the... Oh, spear!
Beautiful. She's got her coming and going. Ivory just... Oh, not sure what to do here.
No, man, the Bedrock Rock. The Jetsons meet the Flintstones.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
What?
It doesn't ring a bell.
I was a huge fan of the Jetsons and the Flintstones growing up.
I watch both those shows. I mean, not any more or less than a lot of others. I mean, I wasn't like gigantic, fans. I did watch it. I always liked I think the Flintstones more than the Jetsons, though.
Twist of fate!
This could be it. Right in their right corner. Oh, Lita going up.
Going for the moonsault. Boom! Beautiful. Where the hell's the ref?
Where's the ref? Where's the part? What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, and still gets the pin.
Oh, yeah! The ref must have been over there tied up with Alexa.
I was gonna say she must have been bent over tying her boot or something, and the referee just got distracted there for a second.
Wait a minute. Wait, let me get it. Would you stop?
Would you? That's kind of what happened. You could see it up in the corner. She was bent over, and he was yelling at her. Giggity. But an impressive victory by Lita, which, once again, man.
I feel like that was very intentional on Bliss's part to maybe just poke at Lita a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest. As much time as it took, even impressive moonsault or not, I was expecting Ivory to kick out of that. I thought she had done her job in distracting the ref, but man, she just, that combination of the twist of fate and the moonsault, unstoppable.
Oh, and we have Long Island Ice Z.
One of my nephew's favorite wrestlers. Or it was. I don't know if it still is.
This, ladies and gentlemen, will determine the third, well, I guess fourth freaking angle. Anyway. The fourth and final competitor in what is now a fatal four-way match next week to determine the number one contender for the United States Championship at Battleground. My God, Jericho is a busy man.
Yes.
Competing in the tournament and having to compete or defend his United States title. I mean, he got himself into it.
Well, I mean, he seems pretty capable of handling himself so far.
And ladies and gentlemen, yes, he is a model.
The arrogance. Dude, he was one of my favorite wrestlers when I was a kid.
You know, I'm sorry to break kayfabe here, but I can't believe how good they did on his sprite.
Yeah.
His character model. That's so good.
They got all the mannerisms and everything down to a T.
Anyway.
Well,
So, who you got in this one?
I'm the model.
The model?
Oh, yeah. And I'm, like I said, I'm a little biased. I'm a big fan of the model growing up.
I mean, how could you not be?
I think.
But you know the thing? I don't remember. The only big program I remember him in, well, programs, was he always had the ongoing thing with Tito after Strike Force broke up. And the Jake thing. That's it.
I don't think he was really involved in anything, at least not to that level, again. But that, I mean, I know that Jake angle, that went over the course of about almost a year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a really long angle. But back then, you could spread out the angles with only 4 pay-per-views.
Every time I see the model, it reminds me of, like, when I started watching wrestling, just how different the TV was done and how it's evolved. Because back in the day, like one of the first times I saw the model was on TV, and I remember how rare that was to see someone even his caliber. Like,
yeah, because it was always like mid-card guys against pretty much jobbers.
Yeah.
Local guys.
Rusty the mechanic from down the street who gets paid $50 to come in on the weekend and get beat up. Right?
And then, like, in your main event up for the night, you would see, 2, like, mid-card guys going at it. Unless you were watching, like, Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, yeah.
Saturday night's main event always had great matches.
Isn't it so weird, though, to think how there was a time when if you were to see, like, Hulk Hogan wrestle a match on TV, it would be like, what the hell is happening? Like,
it was unprecedented.
Even in WCW, I remember...
Ooh, nice gut buster.
That was the difference with their TV, though, is that you would actually see, like, I remember one of the matches that stick out in my mind from a kid was watching Scott Steiner wrestle Ric Flair for the championship on TV. I remember how, as a kid, I remember cheering how close Scott Steiner came to winning the belt. And you would actually see those matches on WCW sometimes. It wasn't quite the same approach. I think it was still, the syndicated TV and stuff, but yeah, it was. You would see TV title matches and stuff like, well, obviously,
right.
Tag team title matches. Now you wouldn't see him change hands very often. Beautiful move by Zack Ryder.
It was a fantastic moonsault. 1. Oh, not even a 2 count. That was back when you had old WCW Worldwide and WCW Power Hour.
Yes.
And the ever so popular that I tried to watch as much as I possibly could, WCW Saturday Night.
Oh yeah, man. 6:05 p.m.
I hated the 05 thing. I always hated that.
I wonder. It seemed like Shivani was explaining that one day on the podcast, but I can't remember what the reason was behind it.
You know the thing, where that was always taped at Center Stage in Atlanta. They're starting to do quite a bit of NXT tapings there.
Oh, cool.
So I'm really glad that arena's getting used again. Boo!
Oh.
Broski Brew!
Jeez, oh Pete.
Here we go.
Ryder's got him measured.
For the Rough Rider. There it is.
Woo, woo, woo. Are we gonna... 1,
Woo,
2...
woo.
Oh, man.
I wooed too soon.
The boy who cried woo. Oh, man.
Nice elbow. That was that Bret Hart elbow right there.
Oh, Ryder, don't make this mistake.
Get your ass down from there.
You got him on the ropes, man.
That is friggin' Rick Martel. Oh my God, why would you make a mistake like that?
Oh.
See what I mean?
He's eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Disqualification. Bill Watts rules.
Yep.
I thought Rick Martel was going to do a moonsault. I was going to say, holy crap.
Speaking of unprecedented, that would have been awfully interesting.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what, this match is not going to end by countout. I'll kick them both out of the tournament.
Thank you.
I don't care who wins.
There's just been too many of those shenanigans lately. To see some good old-fashioned wrestling. Oh. R-A-S-S-L-I-N, that's wrestling.
They're getting close here. Now, I don't know how smart that was. Ryder should have went back in and broke up the count.
1, 2.
2.
He put quite a hurt on Martel outside the ring. But still not enough to... There it is.
Son of a...
Reset the clock. I'm going to do that one day. If I can figure out a way to rig it up. We had the chin lock counter.
I could see you doing that one day.
We've had 5 minutes since the last chin lock incident. Ooh! Vicious knee. Vicious leg drop.
Vicious and delicious.
Oh, ow.
You remember Vicious and Delicious? Speaking of old WCW.
Vicious and delicious. No.
Buff Bagwell and Scott Norton.
Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
I remember there being
delicious.
A tag team.
There's another gross boot. That's gotta be all. Oh, that elbow drop.
I've noticed that move is...
Another Rough Rider coming up. Lands it!
Man, that's
gotta be
surely.
it.
1,
2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen,
wow.
We're gonna have quite the interesting Fatal 4-Way match next week to determine the #1 contender for the United States Championship at Battleground. We will have Zack Ryder. We will have Kurt Angle. And we will also have Rikishi and Johnny Gargano.
Man, I just like the prospect of seeing a Johnny Gargano and Kurt Angle matchup in any form.
That's gonna be fantastic.
Johnny Gargano, after his performance at NXT, he's one that I really want to go back and start looking into more. Cause
Johnny Wrestling. Oh, I love Gargano. That's fantastic. I see him on the main roster really soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See some of the matches he could have with AJ Styles.
Oh God.
Roman Reigns.
No. I couldn't see Gargano and Reigns. I could absolutely see Gargano and AJ.
You know, man, after and maybe with Reigns kind of, I don't know, specifying his character more, maybe it wouldn't work as much. But like when Reigns had that match with Daniel Bryan, it was like a whole other side of Reigns. It was kind of like how the first time you really got to see Undertaker wrestle like Bret Hart or something. It's like, holy shit. Or Shawn Michaels, this dude can actually like go a little, you know, like on that.
I did it again, folks. Sorry about that.
Oh, speaking of Daniel Bryan.
Right. Anyway, one last thing on Gargano. Gargano and Rollins. Period.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
No doubt.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have another Universal Championship Tournament first round match.
I wonder, do you think could you see a program between like the Miz and Gargano?
Oh, absolutely.
Because Gargano's, I think one of his biggest selling points is a baby face, like the facials and stuff. And you see him against someone who's a little more vicious of a, you know, like that.
Oh yeah.
That CN guy was a really good foil for him.
No, I think Gargano and the Miz. I think that would be a fantastic program. And Daniel Bryan's opponent is.
Ooh. Remember the name.
What a career this guy has had.
It's crazy, man. Like in 2018, he looks like being the best shape he's been in his life.
Oh, absolutely. He still looks great.
I wonder if there's any... no, not this. I was wonder if there's any chance you ever see Dustin Rhodes come back, but I have a hard time seeing that at this point. I mean,
yeah, I don't think it'll happen.
Isn't he a legend? I mean, I know he's still actively wrestling.
No, he's on the regular roster.
This should be an interesting match because once again, you talk about guys who you don't usually think about as mat wrestlers or being able to work in that style. And I think Goldust, once you give him the right opponent, and you're going to see a different side out of him here against Daniel Bryan. Bizarre, surely, but you know, I think he'll be able to keep up with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, but I mean, would you call it an upset if Bryan would? Maybe not. If Bryan were to lose this, as long a career as Goldust has had, would you call it an upset if he were to beat Daniel Bryan here tonight?
I mean, I think in some circles it would be considered an upset. I would not personally be surprised if he could take on Daniel Bryan. I think I think it's kind of a contrast in styles. I mean, I think they can both go as far as worker, but you know, Bryan I see more as a submission striker kind of, you know. Goldust, you know, he can be technical, but he's still a brawler at heart. I mean.
Oh, absolutely. Takes after his daddy.
Yeah, oh yeah. So it's hard to say because I could see them both being the professionals they are, being able to meet each other.
Oh.
You know, halfway, and I think it's gonna end up being a good match.
Yeah, what is he just? I'm not sure where he thought he was going. Only a one count. Anyway, I was gonna say, how did we both end up with one father and one son? Me having Goldust and Mr. Perfect, and you having Dusty Rhodes and Curtis Axel.
I don't know. Unless you did it by design, I don't think. I don't think it was planned that way. I think it just ended up
I did not do it by design.
happy accident. Story fodder for the future, if need be. Which is always good to have in the pro wrestling world.
I'm wondering who they're chanting "You Still Got It" to.
Oh, never mind.
Well, yeah, they're clearly behind Goldust here.
Oh!
Which is nuts to see in a Daniel Bryan match. He's usually the most over guy in any match that he's in. Doesn't matter who he's facing.
I think it just goes to show the amount of respect for the Rhodes family even now, you know. Goldust still looking strong. Dusty Rhodes.
Oh my god, that was the final cut.
Whoa. One, two.
What?
Wow. And the audience all about it here. Listen to that chant.
Oh my, I gotta admit, I'm kind of speechless.
I mean,
let's face it, we both expected Daniel Bryan to win that match.
I kind of did, yeah. I thought Goldust would have a good showing, but ultimately, Daniel Bryan just has a few moves that are just so fast and strong. They're almost impossible to get out of, and it's like, I was waiting for that, but man, sometimes it's great to be wrong.
It'll be interesting to see who his possible next opponent will be.
What's the match after him on the bracket?
I don't remember. We're going to have to see when it pops up. I'll put a graphic up. And let's see. I forgot to put the graphic up.
And it looks like you're transporting to the ring.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having an amazing time tonight. We've already seen some great action with plenty more to come. We are only 6 matches deep in the Universal Championship Tournament, and already we've seen some incredible displays of determination from our Raw superstars. We have 2 more first round matches still to come tonight, which includes our main event that will see the phenomenal AJ Styles take on Edge. But that's not all, folks. We also have a Tag Team Championship rematch between the Von Erichs and the Bar. Don't worry about what it says underneath there. Or the fact that you can't see my face.
Subtitles.
I recently signed a tag team that I'm sure you will all recognize. And they will be making their Raw debut next.
So we have a surprise addition to the Raw roster tonight.
Yes, we do. Once again, breaking kayfabe. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I really need to pay better attention on my damn promos.
You know what? I was actually thinking about that. What we should start doing is just specifically sending. I'll send mine to you, and you send yours to me, and we'll read them over. We'll double check each other's That's the best way to do it.
I know that. But I mean the placement, where I screwed up that placement.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, that was... Alright. American Alpha making their way to the ring. And you might be surprised to see who their opponent is going to be that I just recently signed.
Yeah, I'm wrecking my brain here. Ready, willing, and Gable.
The only thing that I can say about these guys is say yeah.
Oh.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 446 pounds,
One of the most talked about new tag teams right now. The Revival.
Indeed.
Well, once again, new as far as the WWE is concerned. I've heard a lot about these guys.
I love these guys.
The guy in the ropes reminds me of what's his name? From the Bullet Club, from the I'm drawing a blank on the tag team. I can't think of
the Young Bucks?
No. The ones that Baylor's with now, the Baylor Club.
Oh, you mean Carl Anderson?
Yeah, yeah. The guy that kind of looks like Diesel. That's who I think. The way he dresses and the way he has his facial hair and stuff. Except for he don't have any hair.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely love watching these guys in the ring.
Well, I think he picked a good tag team to start him off with.
Oh, absolutely. American Alpha is a good test for anyone.
Ooh, beautiful move. Ooh.
Ow!
I don't see that very often. Gonna pull his shoulder off its socket. What do you call that?
I call that ow!
Gable kind of a slower pace than we're used to out of him right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't count the first one. You just can't.
That's the prelude. Oh, I was going to say he missed that clothesline, but it looked like he caught him after all.
It was a glancing blow.
Yes. Showing that intestinal fortitude. Chinlock. Reset the clock.
Shut up.
The chin clock. Oh, just measuring Gable.
I'm gonna find Bedrock Rock and send it to you because it would be funny.
Was that like a movie on TBS or something, or was that like in theaters?
No, it was like a direct-to-video kind of thing. They played it on TV a bunch of times. I've got it. Mainly because I love the Jetsons and the Flintstones.
Classic cartoons. Oh.
Yogi Bear, I love Yogi Bear too.
Hey, boo-boo. Give me that picnic basket.
Did you see the movie of Yogi Bear a few years ago?
No.
Oh, it was awful. I mean, I liked it because I like Yogi Bear, but yeah, the movie was awful.
I don't even remember who was in it.
I don't remember who played Yogi Bear, or Boo Boo, or the Ranger, or Cindy. I have no recollection.
Hey, Boo Boo, go fuck yourself. Hey, hey.
The Garfield movie was way better than Yogi Bear.
I've never seen that either.
Oh, see, now, I love Garfield. I'm a huge fan of Garfield.
I was watching the cartoon. Garfield and Friends was my nephew's the other day. It took me back because I used to watch that every morning before school.
Me too.
It's like classic. Oof! Jordan slammed in the mat.
Garfield and then U.S. Acres.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
It was part of Garfield and Friends.
Oh, the sheep.
Yeah,
Orson.
with Hampton not Hampton the pig.
Orson and...
Orson, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And the little unhatched chicken that could talk.
Yeah. Get on my nerves.
Anyway, we're getting way off track here.
You know what show I hated? Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Just like that Spear of the Gut. That's what I think of Scooby-Doo.
I mean, the first Scooby-Doo movie was okay. The second one kind of sucked.
Oh.
But yeah, as far as the show, it was too campy, even back in the days where everything was too campy.
Yes. Especially some of the crossovers. The Harlem Globetrotters and all that.
They're doing a freaking crossover with Supernatural.
The Harlem Globetrotters?
No, Scooby-Doo!
Oh!
Although, if it was the Globetrotters, it would be really funny.
That would be sweet. A live-action Globetrotter Scooby-Doo movie? Shit. Ooh, beautiful suplex. Beautiful. Right cover. Referee out of position.
1, 2... Referee was way... I don't know why he had to go around to the other side. He could clearly see the shoulders.
He should have done that old school jump over the guy and slide move.
That's a classic Earl Hebner move.
Yes. And the
Oh,
tag.
are we going to see it? Are we going to see it? We are going to see it. Grand amplitude.
One.
Oh,
Oh, he breaks the roof. Jordan.
Dawson in plenty of time.
One. 2.
See, Wilder had enough time to get his wits about himself.
It's a beautiful move, but it's more of a... I would say it's more of a stunning move, if anything. Just kind of knocks the air out of him.
I mean, it's more of just a boosted back suplex than anything.
It just looks so cool.
It does look cool. Now, that's something you don't see very much these days. Good old hip lock. Kind of like Lex Luger when he, quote, body slammed Yokozuna.
Yes.
According to Bobby Heenan. Hip lock! Hip lock! I was just talking about SummerSlam 93 earlier. Huh.
That was the one on the ship, right? When he body slammed him?
Yeah.
Intrepid?
Which led to the Lex Express tour.
Oh.
I'll be your hero!
That was rough, man.
It also led to SummerSlam 93 in the Joe Louis Arena.
What I understand about Lex Luger when it came to that,
We got covered.
1, 2. He was very uncooperative. He didn't want to go out and meet the people. He wouldn't even sleep on the bus. He would demand to stop and sleep at hotels. And he just...
I don't... That's ridiculous.
It was talked about how, like, if they would have gave that thing to, like, The Undertaker or Macho Man or something like that, how much how more successful it would have been because they would have actually took advantage of it.
Yeah.
I've always heard a lot of stories about Lex Luger, how he would, like, on airplanes, people would ask him, Chinlock, they'd ask him if he was a professional wrestler, and he'd be like, no, that's not me. Yeah, I don't know.
See, that's just ridiculous to me. Why would you not?
Business made him a lot of money, man.
Yeah. If you,
And a lot of people put him over, too.
that's just, I mean, straight up douchebaggery. Period. Oh, here goes Gable again with that
Jesus.
wicked stretch. Oh, man.
We're back to these two again. They're slowing down more, though. Someone's going to slip up here pretty soon. Oh!
Boot salt.
Or not. A cover. One,
One,
two.
two.
Oh.
Been quite a match.
I a couple times I really thought he had it there, man. They keep kicking out. Now, what is the Revival's finisher? Obviously, we've seen the American Alpha's finisher a few minutes ago.
You have watched a compilation of the Revival's finisher. Wait a minute. What
the
hell?
One, two.
I'm.
Reality just glitched, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're the Matrix. One.
What? Well, at least Wilder was in to break that one up.
Oh, is that the one with the knees to the back?
Not the back, the front. Nice gut wrench.
Jordan almost like he's not sure what to do with him.
Right. Ooh,
He's probably still wondering what the hell happened himself. Did you guys see that? One, two. Oh, man, another near fall.
What a match.
Just can't seem to get the job done.
I thought there was a guy in the front row in one of those tuxedo shirts. No, it's a Balor Club t-shirt.
Nice. I'm looking for it here.
On the right by the turnbuckle.
Oh, I see it. Yep.
So, dude, Seth Rollins shirt.
I love it. Well, the American...
Again!
The Revival, whether are showing a tremendous ability to absorb punishment.
Showing you why I signed them. That's what they're doing.
He needs to make that tag, though. Gable. Ooh. I love that move. It's such an unnecessary extra step, but it's so cool looking.
Yep.
Oh, and a sign of life there, finally.
Oh, please. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Shatter Machine.
Oh, yes. One,
oh,
he gets...
2, 3. Say yeah.
And a beautiful execution there.
God, I love that move. I know I shouldn't be biased, but I love that move.
Man, a cool finisher is a cool finisher.
Especially, I mean, you know my love of tag team finishers.
Yes.
That are all about timing. And that move is absolutely all about timing. Because if you are just even less than half a second off on that move, you're going to hurt someone.
Oh, God, yeah.
There was that really... I
don't even know what to call that, man.
I got nothing.
The glitchplex. Oh.
Well, there's our new hashtag. Hashtag glitchplex.
Well, at least he didn't win with it. That would have been kind of awkward.
Right? maybe that's performed in Suplex Village.
Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, or is it Chad Gable?
Yeah, I didn't even realize that Dawson had got busted open.
That happened, what movie was that? A few minutes before he made the tag. See, American Alpha bending the laws of time and space to execute that tag team. Talk about a good timing finisher. Jesus.
Oh my God, stop it.
That's like good, that's like using extra dimensions and shit.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with another Universal Championship Tournament match. Now, sir, if you remember when we discussed the tournament at the end of last week's episode, we discussed that this match was going to be Ireland versus England, and the England representative is somebody who has not won a single match here in TGW.
Oh.
So I think we have, like I said, I can't be biased, but I also don't hide the truth. I think we know which way this match is going to go.
And I think for anyone at home who hasn't been keeping up the last few months, he's of course referring to Davey Boy Smith, who I do not believe we've seen, as you said, achieve one victory by pinfall, submission, count out, or disqualification.
Nope.
And definitely no bending of physics.
No, not a single victory.
Or unless you... Davey Boy Smith defies physics by being able to suck and blow at the same time. I'm just kidding. I love Davey Boy Smith. I've cheered for him every match he's had. I think he's gonna surprise everybody here.
Are you taking it? Are you taking him in this match?
I'm taking him in this match, man. He's due. I mean, everybody hits a slump sometimes. See, Michael Cole agrees with me. And if Michael Cole says it, must be true.
Because Michael Cole's opinion is relevant.
I believe the word you're looking for is artificial.
That is a great word for him. Artificial.
Michael Cole's opinion is whenever it's being yelled to him through his headset from the back.
By Vince. Or Kevin Dunn.
God damn it, pal.
Let's see how this one ends up. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we already know which way this match is going to go. That's just my opinion.
No doubt McIntyre is an impressive young competitor, but man, like I said, Davey Boy Smith, he's got to kick out of the slump. He can do it. Maybe he needs to bust out that patented oh my God, full Nelson.
Oh God, the full Nelson.
Well, you didn't like.
I love putting people in that move.
You didn't like. I was gonna say you didn't like their program they did with the Warlord, him and the Warlord. The Battle of the Full Nelsons.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I loved it as a kid. I don't know. I haven't gone back and watched it as an adult.
I remember Davey Boy breaking the Warlord's full Nelson.
Yes. I think for what it was just one of those good.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a power bomb. Good God.
Davey Boy thus far not doing any favors for my argument here.
Nope.
Go.
Drew's coming out looking awfully dominant here.
Yeah.
Powerplex!
Powerplex. Well, that's him. He just pinned him right there. That's the match.
All the way into the chin lock.
Let's reset the clock. Oh.
It got reversed. Don't reset the clock.
Reverse the clock.
Reverse the clock.
McIntyre with a beautiful slam. I mean, Davey Boy's not a little guy.
That was like a face plant slam.
What's he gonna do?
And stun gun. Cover. One.
Hello,
one
governor.
count. Only a one count. And chinlock.
Hashtag chinlock.
Hashtag F the chinlock.
The most devastating move. Is that the Gargano escape or whatever?
Yeah, he's the Gargano escape.
Is this? Oh no! Come on, Davey Boy, you get. Oh.
Yeah. Got out of it. Kind of surprised because that Gargano escape is, I mean, pretty brutal.
Ironically, not easy to escape.
Right? It's the Gargano escape.
Oh, what are we gonna see here? It's fine.
That's Bulldog being used against the Bulldog. That's what that delayed vertical suplex is.
Classic Davey Boy.
Classic trait of the Bulldog. Only a one count. I gotta say, Davey Boy's actually impressing me here.
And a oh man, Bobby's gonna go for the pin. Boot to the cool.
Boot to the cool.
Davey. I mean, well, I can be biased. It's not my show.
You can bias. I can't. I just call it like I see it.
Yeah, well, unfortunately.
Oh! And what I saw was a brutal headbutt.
Oh man, you can hear that sickening thud.
And another power bomb.
Oh man.
Going for the Claymore. I think he's going for the Claymore. Boom!
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Spark of life from Davey Boy.
That would have been it.
Oh.
That would have been it, ladies and gentlemen.
Just could not capitalize in time. A cover.
One.
Two.
At least you got a 2 count that time.
Oh. Vicious kicks to the upper back area of Davey Boy. Oh.
Kind of an awkward looking elbow drop, if I do say so myself.
I thought he was going to land like at his crotch there for a second. That would have been. He's talking about awkward. Ooh.
Ow! It's the second time we've seen this match.
Drew McIntyre just taking his time with Davey Boy here. This is another powerbomb?
Oh my God!
I don't think I've ever seen Davey Boy manhandled like this.
1, 2. He's getting, I mean, hammered. But he won't give up. That's the weird thing. Even with that wicked chin lock.
Nobody survives the chin lock except all those other guys. Taking out those likes Davey Boy there. You can't do a power slam if you can't run with the guy. If you can't lift him up.
That's true.
McIntyre, we're going to see another superplex here.
It's that delayed vertical suplex again.
Oh! Oh,
That is just brutal.
he's going to have to go to a chiropractor after this match. One, two.
That reminds me, I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow.
Good times.
I hope so. Oh, that headbutt again. Oh, come on, Dave. I mean...
Oh. Man, again, McIntyre's throwing Davey Boy around.
I don't know what's going on here. The Bulldog will just not give up. Future shot!
One,
two,
two.
three. Whoa! Oh, McIntyre visibly upset.
Talk about not giving up. Jeez, oh Pete. Right to the abdomen. He don't know what to do with this guy.
Wow. The Bulldog has just been beat down this whole match.
Speaking of beatdown, ooh. Like watching a slow motion car accident. Oh! Surely that's it. One,
two. Wow.
I think these people don't know. Some of them seem confused about where they should be, behind Bulldog or behind McIntyre here. I think they were expecting a squash match, which, in a sense...
Oh, McIntyre getting dirty now.
Davey Boy looks like he's not... Nobody's home, man. Another
power bomb. Good Lord.
The deconstruction of the British Bulldog.
Right?
I think McIntyre's starting to look a little winded himself, just from one, two.
Good. My God. Ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing an incredible display of determination to finally win a match.
Oh, man.
Only problem with that is, to win, you need to be on the offensive.
What the? Oh! Beautiful launching belly-to-belly suplex.
Seen him use that before. That is just awful.
Oh, man, this ref might have to stop this match. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Bulldog's starting to actually mount himself a comeback.
Russian leg sweep.
Classic brother-in-law right there.
Trying to shake off that. Oh, man.
All those cobwebs. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going for the power slam.
I know, man. What?
No, but wait a minute. No.
Davey sets him up.
He hits the power slam. Holy Christ.
One, two. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
And Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, advances in the Universal Title Tournament.
Oh, he won the big one. Not only did he win a match, he won a match that actually meant something.
Now, I'd be excited to look at the bracket and see who...
If I remember to put up the graphic.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, he got hammered from post to post to post to post. All over that ring. And, I mean, I just don't know what to say. My God, what a match. I mean, it's not even that it was a great match. It was a beatdown.
That's why, once again, the audience seems kind of on the ropes here as far as trying to. Half of them seem to be cheering, half of them seem to be indifferent. Like, after seeing that display by Drew McIntyre, I mean, man, considering he was in there with a veteran.
It's sad too because now that puts McIntyre out of the tournament after a performance like that.
I don't know who Davey Boy's gonna be facing next, but I don't know if that strategy's gonna work again. The further he gets in that tournament.
I forgot to put up the damn graphic again.
Yes, the old man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to have yourselves a tag team championship rematch.
Ah, sweet. You know, I'd be excited to see this rematch because these guys, you know, such a good tag team. I think on any given night we could see this belt, you know, this tag team division. The guy give you credit, it's been hopping.
Yeah, it has. Titles have switched hands a couple times.
These guys, true to their word, brutalized and made their way through an entire gauntlet of opponents, legendary opponents to boot.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just to update the bracket, the next match, the match that is connected to Daniel Bryan and Goldust, is Cassius Ohno against Triple H.
Interesting.
So, yeah. I mean, I kind of got it. I can't take sides. And now, oh boy, this is the one that scares me.
Remember, guys, the title's on the line here in this one. And I don't remember
The British Bulldog's next opponent is going to be either Goldberg or Braun Strowman.
Ooh. Well, hey, at least he made it to the first or the second round.
That's yeah.
Well, I'll be keeping my eye on Goldberg. I know he's always.
You really don't like that. I said that about him, do you?
Well, I find it interesting that you said he's willing to defeat any man. I wonder if what he would do against something that was a little more than a man. That's a discussion for another time.
Well, we'll see what he does against Braun Strowman.
Who, in his own right, is a walking building.
They call him the monster among men for a reason.
The giant midget. I always like that from Robot Chicken.
Introducing the challengers. At a combined weight of 492 pounds, Kerry Von Erich and Kevin Von Erich. The Von Erichs. And introducing the champions. At a combined weight of 499 pounds, they are the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, and Cesaro.
You don't seem to be as big of a fan of the Von Erichs ring announcement as you are the Usos.
Oh, actually, that one's funny too. Anytime Kerry Von Erich, the Von Erichs. It's like the Usos.
It'd be the same with like Steiner brothers.
Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner. The Steiners. Sheamus. Oh.
Nice gut wrench to start things off.
You know, that last match, it was so weird because after seeing that match, man, I mean, what, 4 power bombs, just about every power move you can think of.
That big pile driver, those delayed vertical suplexes. I'm telling you, I don't know how Davey Boy came out on top of that match, but
I don't even understand how Davey Boy's still up and walking around.
Neither do I. Sheamus really taking it to Kerry Von Erich in this one.
You know, man, I got to put my money with Sheamus and Cesaro here. They've just been so dominant lately, and I don't see that letting up anytime soon.
Well, this is the rematch, so if the Von Erichs can't come away with this, it'll move them down to the bottom of the card.
Who was it all last month? The Nasty Boys.
It was the Nasty Boys first, Demolition second, and the Brainbusters third.
Ah, that's right. And while they were all great matches, you know, Cesaro and Sheamus, true to their word, came out on top.
Against more, quote, old men.
Yes. I hate these old men. And Fisherman Suplex. I swear Shazamus. Sheamus is so white.
Holly and Luke, like, they were referring to them before they started calling them the Bar. They were referring to them as Shamaro.
Shamaro. Welcome to the world of Shamaro.
Oh, and Gallows and Anderson are Galanderson.
Galanderson? That sounds about right. That's what I think of when I look at them. I thought we were going to say a DDT. Nope. Vertical suplex.
Where's old Shoeless going? What are you doing going? What the? I'm just gonna walk to the opponent's corner.
A lovely display of athleticism.
Yeah, now you're going over there, but you're being forced over there.
I was going to say Cesaro was getting in the hand this time. Oh! Right to the chrome dome.
Well, a chrome dome is what Cesaro's got on his head.
Yeah, I know. I said chrome on accident instead of dome. I just rolled with it. Wrong word. But, oh! Well, maybe I wrote these guys off too soon, because they've been pretty dominant so far in this match.
Yeah, with only 2. Oh, no!
Oh, crap.
Claw!
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
It's Dr. Claw. Cesaro not about to give up those belts.
Oh, man. Kerry Von Erich come right back to work on the skull of Cesaro. Tornado punch! No!
Oh!
Nice reversal.
I love that tornado punch.
Oh, a scorpion death drop.
Wasn't the controversial DDT.
No, alas, it was not.
Is that sit-out slam?
I love when they do those moves and their feet gets hooked up on the ropes like that.
Kerry's busted open.
Chin lock.
And
can't escape that chin lock, man.
We're gonna have to start saying that all seductive for the viewers, because it happens way too many times. We at least need to make it entertaining. Chinlock.
Chinlock. Chinlock. Remember the name. Chinlock. Ooh. Cesaro just grinding Kerry's face in the mat there. Cover. One. Two. Oh.
3. Okay.
What? I don't know what to say.
Didn't see that coming.
After seeing the amount of punishment the Bulldog took, I was expecting the Von Erichs to hang there a little longer than that. What did he do?
Apparently that face wash into the mat was enough.
I know he was busted open, man. I wonder if he was maybe hurt a little more when he let on.
Could have been.
I'm sure getting your face grounded in the mat and having an elbow driven into your chest doesn't help that situation any. Or his back, or whatever he did. Hey, he got handed to the bar, man. They're keeping it going.
Yeah, they are.
The question now is who's going to be the ones to dethrone them?
I've got one more tag team waiting in the wings.
Are they phenomenal?
Well, I mean, yeah, but
They're not that phenomenal.
I don't know that anybody is phenomenal as this man.
One of the single greatest things about the WWE right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Remember, given Chris Jericho's victory earlier, the winner of this match will face him in the second round of the tournament.
If you don't have it upstairs, you're simply not going to succeed.
What was I didn't catch?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I didn't catch all that. Your mic was kind of far away.
Oh, sorry about that. No, I just said that given Chris Jericho's victory earlier, AJ will be facing, or AJ or Edge will be facing him in the second round of the tournament.
Man, there's so many exciting potential matchups and matchups in the tournament. Including this one, especially this one.
That's why this one's main eventing.
This would have been a great match, man.
Yeah, it would have been.
Am I mistaken? Isn't there an episode of the ENC podcast with AJ Styles on it?
I think so. I haven't listened to it. I should.
The one with Batista was really good.
Yeah, it was.
You know, after hearing his side of things about like his last run, I actually feel genuinely bad for him.
So do I.
I mean, he really just wanted to come back and just... I don't know. I feel the same way about Roman Reigns. It's just an unfair...
Oh yeah, me too.
You know, wrong place, wrong time. I mean, but when the boss tells you, you know... I mean, they come up and tell you you're going over tonight. I mean, what do you... No. I mean, like... Really? It's just kind of hard, like the way things went down with Daniel Bryan that year, you know, with the Royal Rumble and stuff. it was hard to make an argument that they weren't taunting people the way it's like, how can you be that disconnected from what's going on? I don't believe that they are. You know, I think they do shit sometimes because they can. I honestly believe that, man. I think you see cases for that all throughout. It's kind of borderline conspiracy theory, but...
Well, I mean, in their defense, are you talking about the year that Daniel Bryan entered the Royal Rumble and got eliminated?
Yeah.
Well, because that's the year... Wait, is that the same year? No, that was the year he won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania.
With the climate of the way things were going and what was happening, if they weren't going to let him... I mean, at the very least, because the problem was, even if he would have played a big part in the Royal Rumble, or maybe had like a dramatic elimination, it might have been a different story. But he was just like, it was like with Dolph Ziggler. He was just in there and out, and no explanation. Everybody wanted to see him. You know, everybody wanted to see him, and I just don't see how they could like justify that.
That crowd destroyed the rest of that match.
God. That was embarrassing to watch, man.
Execution!
And he bust Styles open. Styles right back on his feet. Oh. You know, he wants to be Universal Champion just as badly as anybody else. These two are pretty much going to have to kill one another before somebody's able to come out of this match.
I agree.
Hopefully that wound on AJ's head is more superficial. Unlike what we saw with Kerry Von Erich. I assume. I don't know that for sure.
Right.
Just due to the abrupt ending of that match.
That was really weird.
Oh, nice. We'll keep you updated, folks, if we hear anything otherwise. And
It was almost a lion salt.
well, AJ once again making a mistake here, but I guess he figures he can he's on top enough to justify that. Not smart. And there with Edge. Of course, he is a phenomenal one, so... Oh!
Yeah, but it's never smart to get cocky when you're in there with Edge.
Yeah. What are we going to see? I love that move. What would you call that? Like a neck breaker? Spine breaker?
Yeah, yeah. AJ got him up.
Oh, that was nice.
I'm not sure what to call that.
It's like a back suplex to a sidewalk slam kind of gimmick.
Phenomenal forearm coming up.
Oh my God! 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Oh, highlight reel.
Oh my God, man. That look on AJ's face, he was just lights out there for a second. He didn't know what was going on. That's classic. Oh man, the pendulum of this match violently shifts.
Yeah.
Edge getting fired up.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to come down from that. That was insane.
That was cool. That was so cool. That reminded me of like one of those RKOs out of nowhere like that.
Huh? Whew.
And Edge bringing down the pace of the match a little bit.
I'm glad he did.
Yeah, I think he needed a breather after take. Yeah, that was a beautiful reversal, but.
Pull your microphone back down.
Oh, whoops.
Cover. One,
two.
Nope.
And everyone's on their feet here for Edge.
I think this is just out of pure respect for both men. Because, wow, what a match this has been already.
Oh, vicious axe handle. Macho Man would be proud.
And he would.
Nice. 1, 2.
Ooh.
Oh. Edge to his credit, unlike a lot of the people we see on the show tonight, not getting frustrated. He just could continue with the offense, but AJ finding a way out there.
AJ, oh, here we go.
Again.
I only know the name of that because I think it was Corey Graves that said it all the time.
And the Northern Lights.
Oh, man. God, I love a good Northern Lights.
And man, just like that, the ball's back in AJ Styles' court.
AJ taking time to get his wits about him here.
After that spear, man, I don't know how he can even think clearly.
Oh, brain buster.
It was a nice variation, kind of bringing him down on the shoulder as well.
Yeah. Oh, are we going to actually see a phenomenal forearm this time?
Edge is woozy.
He
nails it. AJ wasting too much. There we go. 1, 2.
No!
Man.
Woo!
AJ catching all that one that time, but still can't put him away.
Oh, he missed that elbow, though.
Edge back to his feet.
Edge had a perfect opportunity to go for a spear there. He should have taken it.
And you gotta know that Styles is gonna be looking to put that Styles Clash on him anytime he gets an opportunity. Put this one away.
This superplex might do it. Oh.
1, 2.
No.
Not enough to put away the Rated R superstar.
My God, what a match. Now what?
Styles beckoning for him to his feet. Oh.
Another forearm. Not quite of the phenomenal variety.
Dragon Sleeper. Oh. Beautiful brainbuster / GDT type move.
Come on, Age. What are we gonna see? No, we're gonna see another Ushigoroshi.
Kazoo tight.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
Wow. What a match. I did right by having these two main events show.
Yeah, man, because that was just... There was just no way to tell who was going to walk out of that one.
That was incredible.
We didn't see the Styles Clash, but after seeing that beautiful forearm, and Edge still kicking out, man.
Well, not to mention AJ being able to come back after being speared out of midair.
That was worth its weight in gold, man. The look on his face when he came, when he hit the mat, his way his head popped up.
Oh my God!
Here, is this it? No, this is the factual.
No, yeah, that's the forearm that he hit. We're not going to get a replay of that spear, apparently.
Remind me, I'm going to highlight that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that beautiful superplex?
Big, yeah, that was huge. I wish they would come up with a better name for that Ushigoroshi. Because I know that's the Japanese name. There's not an American name for it other than a neck breaker.
I don't think I've seen anybody else do that quite like that, you know.
AJ deserves this spotlight right now.
So who is it? It's going to be AJ and Chris Jericho?
Chris Jericho, rematch from WrestleMania. Let's see, we got 34 this year, so that'll be WrestleMania 32. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a show. Here we go. Here's the bracket. Yep, AJ and Jericho.
Man.
Goldust against possibly Cassius Ohno or Triple H. And Bulldog against possibly Goldberg or Strowman.
Ooh.
Good Lord, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah. Well, like I say, he got to the second round.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will have 4 more first-round matches for you next week. But that's been our show for the night. Join us again next Tuesday at 10 p.m. for TGW SmackDown. Please remember to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TGWrestling. You can follow us on Twitter at ThoseGuys734. You can follow me on Twitter at EvilPenguin1981. You can follow my fellow GM and tag team partner on Twitter at
OddSmith311.
And you can search for us on YouTube by searching Those Guys Wrestling. Or you can search for BananaRoMa TV on YouTube by searching #ControlFreaks.
We're usually the first entry that pops up at the top. Check out the BananaRoMa YouTube channel. Go to the right-hand side. You'll see Those Guys Wrestling. Give us a subscribe. And also subscribe to the BTV channel. You can catch past episodes of TGW SmackDown, Raw, pay-per-views, podcasts, show reviews, and all that stuff on both the YouTube channels and on our Facebook channel. So no reason not to check it out.
That's right. So, for OddSmith311, I am Evil Penguin Gaming signing off, and as always, we have been on 1, 2, 3...